You know, I'm getting to the point where I think I should just admit defeat and just make a man bun, because this is getting fucking long. Hello brothers, my name is Daidarius and welcome to my manga haul of June 2021. So last month I proclaimed that this month's manga haul was gonna be a bit bigger than the former one. However, unfortunately I'm still missing 3 books, but it's not the usual situation where I often missing books because the delivery is just slow. No, here I'm missing the 3 because the distributor thought, how about we postpone the release dates a couple of months? I mean, one of these books that I ordered back in May, but it has been postponed to, August or something. So yeah, it's gonna take a while. Let's jump into the manga haul instead, because I have some awesome entries to this manga haul. Yes. And first up is Pluto Volume 8 in the English release. So I have finally completed Pluto for, I guess, the second time. And yes, this is the English version. I have the German one right here. And as you can see, they are quite similar. I mean, the German one is a bit thicker than the English one. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the paper quality. But besides that, they do look very similar. However, it does mean that right now I don't know where to put my 7th and 8th volume in German. I have just thrown them down here for the time being. Again, I need to figure out what I want to do with them. But luckily, I can put the 8th volume in here. Stop. There we go. That was Pluto Volume 8. I can't say much more about it because technically I've already, talked about the subject in my December haul. So let's move on to the next one. And that is Inuyashiki Volume 5. So this marks the half point in collecting this manga here. And I mean, it looks like that the 9th and or 10th volume is more or less out of stock or out of print. I'm not quite sure on the internet, but I'll know when I get there. However, it's only gonna be 1 volume that's gonna be hard to get. I can manage that. Anywho, I am glad that I'm now halfway through this series. I'm not halfway, I haven't read it, but I'm halfway collecting this series. And I'm looking so much forward to actually completing it. I hope that I can keep up the pace of getting 1 volume each month, just to make sure that I actually complete it. And it's something I'm gonna be cautious about moving forward when I'm picking up older series that is not extremely popular or a lot of people are not reading, because I've been burned now twice, maybe thrice. We're gonna get back to that, but I've been burned maybe twice already, and that is from Yen Press. This is not Yen Press, this is Condacia Comics. But anywho, I'm gonna put it down here, and I'm just crossing my fingers that the next 5 volumes is gonna be as easy to collect as these ones. But yeah, the other one I'm a bit concerned about is Parasite. Again, there's only 8 volumes of that, but some of the later ones does seem to be out of print. But I'm not sure, because again, it depends on where you look on the internet. So I'm taking it 1 volume at a time. However, Übelblatt or Ubelblatt, or however you're gonna pronounce it, is a German word. That seems to be a lost cause. So I'm not getting more of those right now. It looks like on the internet you could get like 3 more volumes than the ones I have, and there's 12 in total. So that's like 8 volumes, 7 or 8 volumes that is just unobtainable. They are out of print, out of stock, never gonna be printed again by Yen Press as of now. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna leave it there for now. But again, I might buy the first volume at some point and then not having the rest. Anyway, that is 5 down, 5 to go, so halfway there, but let's keep the steam rolling here. And next up is the continuation of a series I have kinda forgotten about for a long time, and that is, of course, Vindland Saga Volume 7 and Vindland Saga Volume 8. So I thought it was about high time that I started collecting the remaining volumes of these, because we're gonna get the 12th volume, I think, in November, and I'm still missing the 9th, 10th and 11th one, so I might as well just catch up to it. And yeah, I thought, why not just buy the next 2 ones in my local store, because they had opened again and they had them in stock. So support your local stores. Anywho, I'm very much looking forward to reading this. I am, in fact, during my summer vacation, I'm gonna read these, but I'm gonna get back to that later on. But yeah, I'm looking forward to reading it, and again, since I'm only missing 3, I might get them soon, or I might get them in August/September. But I will have the 11th one before the 12th is released. That is a promise I can make to myself. But anywho, I'm gonna put them in here, and I've actually made room over here. I hope there's enough. So there we have it, the 7th and the 8th volume. And I have also moved, in case you can't see it, I have moved Planetes over here. But I'm gonna have to move them again soon, because next month I should get the final volume of 20th Century Boys, which will be 21st Century Boys. But yeah, I need to reorganize my shelf because I am catching up on the different series and I'm running out of space. That's basically what I'm trying to say. But yeah, we still have more to go, so chop chop. And the next one is Fullmetal Alchemist Fullmetal Edition Volume 13. Now, fun fact, I have now encapsulated all the Danish released chapters of Fullmetal Alchemist in the Fullmetal Edition, which means I have more of the series in the Fullmetal Edition than I have in the old Danish paperbacks. So that is cool. So I'm almost there, and I am happy because we are now only missing 5 more volumes, and the next one should come out in September, 16th of September to be more precise, at least according to Book Depository. And then we should get one more in December, so we will only be missing 3 more volumes which we will get next year. So next year we will have completed the Fullmetal Edition. So if you haven't bought this edition yet, but are a huge fan of Fullmetal Alchemist and don't own any of its manga, then now is the time to do it, because again, soon it will be completed, and then after that, who knows if they will be in stock or not. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to judge. But considering it is Viz and it is a very popular series, I don't think they will run out soon. Now, I haven't really read this edition yet. I'm waiting until I have the whole thing. I have read the story before. I have seen Brotherhood and so on. But the only thing I wished, I mean, we might get it at the final volume, but that would be a color printing of the normal old covers of the singles. That could be awesome. I do appreciate that. And back here you have some concept sketches. I'm not gonna go into it and spoil it, but I do appreciate the extra material, since this is a more pristine edition. We need to get more than just a hardback, some coloring and good, paper quality. It needs to be more, and the fact that we get some extra material in the back, just the icing on the cake. And finally, we're gonna get to the next series, and I'm very, very, very much stoked about it, because I'm gonna complete another series, and it's always so freaking satisfying to complete a series, because up until you have completed it, you're not sure if you're gonna be able to do it. Of course, if you're following up on new releases, the chance is high that you will be able to complete it. But still, there's this uncertainty. Are you gonna be able to complete the series? Anyway, enough talking. Here it is. And that is Hellsing Deluxe Edition Volume 3, the final one in Hellsing. And it is a behemoth. I mean, considering that Berserk and Blade of the Immortals are 3-in-1s, Hellsing is technically 3 1/3-in-1, since there exists 10 single volumes of the series that has been converted into 3, omnibuses. It makes sense. Now, this one contains the final chronological chapters of the story, as well as the Crossfire episodes of chapters and some other stuff. So if you have the singles and have bought these and was wondering where are my Crossfire's chapters, which used to be spread throughout the singles, well, they are at the end here. So if you're gonna read them from start to finish, you're only gonna get the chronological aspect of the story, and then afterwards everything else. And I also do appreciate that at the end of this volume you have a big coloring photo of all the covers of the old singles, so you are not missing out on those, which again sometimes can be discouraging when you're looking at these editions. Now, they do look awesome, but I mean, it is a simplistic, non-impressive look comparing it to a high quality drawing from the original author. I mean, that is a miss. However, since you're getting them in the back, I can't really say that you should get the singles above these. Now, I haven't read these yet. I will later, but for now it's gonna be here. And now I have the whole series here. However, in case you're wondering, with Berserk here, at the end of each of the omnibuses, you do get the 3 volume covers that it encompasses, so you're not missing those colors, and they are big and they are extremely high quality print and in color, of course. So it's only in the Blade of the Immortal Deluxe Edition that they didn't want to do that, so that's just grayscale. That's kind of sucks. So you would think that we are done with my manga haul, and I mean, technically you are correct, but as I stated last month manga haul, I did buy more books, if you can call it that. It's not manga related, but I do feel like they have a place here. However, the manga haul is done, so if you're not interested in the next thing I'm gonna pull out, then, you know, nice seeing ya, but it is cool. I think it is cool. And then after that, I will just give a quick update on what I'm reading and also my Sundome review, but I will get to that. So first, the next, you know, books here, and that is The Legend of Zelda Hyrule Historia, which in fact is part of the Goddess Collection, which was a trilogy of books. It just highlights some interesting facts and concept arts and such of the Legend of Zelda franchise. So there's a lot of good shit in here. And I am a huge fan of Legend of Zelda. I am such a big fan that I have not only completed 1, but 2 games of Legend of Zelda and played 3 in total. I know. Wow! Where do you find the time to complete and play that many Zelda games? I mean, it's just hard to be that good. The funny thing is that the games that I've played are actually sequels to each other. So I have played and completed, you know, Link to the Past. I have played Link's Awakening, and I've played and completed Link's Between Worlds, which is a trilogy of games. One of the few where, you know, it is a follow-up. Normally the Zelda games are standalone entries, but anyway, that's the ones I played. But I'm still a huge fan, and I do intend at some point playing all the other games. I just, you know, need to find the time and also have a console it can be on, because I don't own a Switch. So there's that. To begin with, I have this one. This is the first entry. It came out in, I think, 2013, if I'm not wrong. Yes, 2013. But it's not the only one in the trilogy. There's, of course, there's 3. And the next one is Arts and Artifacts. Again, part of the Goddess trilogy. And I do like the fact that they changed up the symbol down here for all the artifacts. Now, I have an interesting facts about this one before we move on. And just hold on a second. Now, I don't know if you know this version of the 3DS XL. It's kind of hard to see, but it has the image of Arts and Artifacts. So this is just a bigger version. I did not know that the Arts and Artifacts had this image, because then I would use that one. However, once I saw that cool image on my 3DS, I knew that I had to get a tattoo version of it. So I did. So what I did is that, in case you don't know, you can't, let's just pull the image up here in more detail, right? You can't just translate that to skin. It doesn't work. I mean, you kinda can if you scale it up enough and put it on your back, but besides that, you just can't. It ain't gonna work. The skin doesn't work like that, and any tattooer will tell you that's not gonna look good at all. It's just not, because tattoos deteriorate and flow out into the skin, and you need to account for that when you make a tattoo. So what I did is that I pulled up an image of the 3DS logo. Again, should just have gone with the Arts and Artifact cover. Anyway, so I pulled this up in Illustrator, and then I drew atop of it, as you can see here, a simplified version of that design, which I thought would work as a tattoo based on the one I have here on my arm, which is a simplified version of scars from Fullmetal Alchemist tattoo. So I thought maybe I can make that work, and then instead of having the Triforce as the head of the bird, eagle, whatever it is. Again, I haven't played Skyward Sword, so I don't know. But instead of have that, I took the original head from that image, or I took the Skyward Sword head, did some tweaks so it fitted in with what I did with the rest of the body, and then I amplified the Triforce above it and, you know, make it more details, just so I could actually manage to get these symbols in there because I thought they looked awesome. And then I went to my tattoo artist and say, can this work? And my tattoo artist said, yeah, I mean, we're gonna make some tweaks, but yeah, it can actually work. So I did. And in case you are curious, can you see it from here? Yeah, so if I do this, there you go. So I have it there. So this is the one I drew from that image. So yeah, I am a big Legend of Zelda fan. Not the biggest, considering I only played 3 games. But anyway, fun facts. And let's fucking move on. I also got the encyclopedia, which you have right here. And apparently, I don't know why, but it actually came with this poster that just shows some content in there. But anyway, that's the third one. Again, the third mark over here. And I mean, you could ask yourself, are you sad that you didn't get this version of the Triforce? No, because again, I'm not sure how much detail we could actually manage to get on my skin without it looking bad. But I just wanted to show those off. I know they're not manga, but it is, you know, in the nerd culture, so who gives a shit? And I have to find some place for it because I'm running out of space over here. You can just see the top of my Controller Delete collection. Anyway. I have dragged this video longer than it should be, but then again I had to show off those 3 books, and they are heavy as fuck, especially together. It is can't even show them. And there you go. It is heavy, but I am looking forward to actually reading them. And they are from Dark Horse. I don't know if they're keeping them in print or not. And also, if you see the Breath of the Wild hardcover book that goes into details about Breath of the Wild, don't be fooled. I mean, you can buy it. I'm pretty sure it's good, but it's not part of the Goddess trilogy, hence the name trilogy. But it's not part of that. It's a separate standalone book. So that is my manga and book haul for June 2021. And a quick update on my Sundome review. It's not done. I haven't written it done yet. I'm not done with the writing yet. But I am making progress. I am slowly making progress. And I mean, I can't guarantee that at the end of this week I will have the final script. But my summer vacation is coming up, and by then I will complete it, record it, and finish it. So I am definitely aiming to have the full review out before the end of July. That is what I'm gunning for. And just a quick update on my reading. As you might can see here, I am on the 7th volume, the 7th and last volume, for now at least, volume of the Berserk Deluxe Edition. I'm actually gonna make a video about that, because it's the first time I'm actually reading Berserk from the beginning. I'm not gonna read forward after volume 7. I'm gonna only read it in this edition, because fucking hell, that is an experience in and of itself. But expect a video coming out of that, not soon, but in July. And then after that, I am actually gonna read JoJo's Part 4, and my 2 Danish books, which was Sandland and Necromantian. And right after that, I'm gonna read Vindland Saga, and then Soul Eater, and then I will be back to actually reading something I will review. But that's just to catch up on what I have that I'm not considering reviewing right now, because they are ongoing. I mean, Part 4 is not ongoing, it's completed, but I haven't reviewed the other ones, so why suddenly start with Part 4? I will at some point. So yeah, that is my manga haul. I'm sorry it's a bit longer than it usually is, but I had so much to actually share, so that's how it is. And also, next month manga haul should definitely be bigger than this month. It's not a goal I have set for myself, but I know for a fact it will be bigger. So look forward to it. I don't know when it's gonna drop. I mean, when I have at least most of what I've ordered this month, then I will actually create it. But look forward to it. I am extremely hyped about it. Oh, and also I didn't even finish this with Hellsing. So if you go to the list right here, we can just bump Hellsing off, and now we are still missing Fire Punch and Blame or Blam. I should really start collecting those. So yeah, I need to do something about that. Maybe in August. So yeah, hint, I haven't bought them for the July haul. But I need to actually start collecting those because those are the standouts right here. And also the One Piece compendiums, but I will work on it at some point. Anyway, so what is your manga haul for June 2021? And are you the same as me gonna get Fist of the North Star in hardback? I mean, some of you might even have it when this video drops. I have already ordered it, so it should be on its way. But are you gonna get it? Or are you I don't want hardbacks, I just want paperbacks kind of person? That is also fine. I mean, to each of their own preferences. I'm a hardback, in case you didn't know. Anywho, rambling. I'm too excited. So, whatever you think and whatever you have bought, comment on me your thoughts. And as always, until I see you in the next video, remember to stay awesome. Bye! Oh yeah, I cannot wait to talk about Berserk because that's gonna be lit!